is Mr. Kalu from NIFO,
Okay.
Nigeria Institute for Oil Palm, from all the way from Edo State. He's in charge of our palm. He's a consultant and he's in charge of planting of our scouted nut and making sure that everything is in place.
Okay.
All right, so let me maybe help her out a bit.
Okay.
You know, the people that are good at selling might not really know much about farming. The difference is always clear. So, as you can see, this is the nursery. Okay, I'm Carlo Kilechi Carlo. Can you hear me? I am Carlo Kilechi Carlo, CEO of Kengra Nigeria Limited. So we are the ones contracted with setting up the nursery for the cash crops of this farm estate. So palm and the rest of them. But currently we are setting up with the palm. So what we are doing now is to set up the nursery. As you can see, these bags that we are filling, and these are the beds. So we are currently laying the beds. So each column or row, as you might see it, is a bed. And each portion here, we did it 60. So it's dedicated for an acre. So when you are, when you are buying the land, an acre is already mapped out for you. So you can actually see it grow. That's one. And the nursery was done so that it will aid when it's time to start planting. You will not have challenges. You understand? Instead of waiting till next year, we can't plant it now. The rain is already going. All these cash crops need so much water. If you do the transplanting now, it is going to have shock and the leaves will die. You understand? So we need to take this opportunity to do the nursery against next year. So we are going to do nursery for everything generally. So you see, even down there has been plowed. These few more nurseries are going to enter there. Though we are taking this way for oil palm. So after doing for oil palm, the cocoa and the cashew. You understand? Then for the little information about the cocoa, the oil palm first. We mentioned when you are supposed to start getting something. The oil palm starts fruiting between 2.5 to 3 years. So that is when the Tenera breed starts fruiting. We sourced our sprouted nut from NIFO. Someone should help me. Get me one of the sprouted nuts there. Please get me one of the sprouted nuts there. So the sprouted nut was sourced from NIFO. And the reason why we took our time, not just to pick it from the wild or from the grove, is that we are trying to ensure that in that your acre, you are getting the maximum you should get. It's not just about planting palms. You can plant and it will be yielding, but you are not getting. No, get me the whole pack. The whole pack. So this is what a sprouted nut looks like. This I'm holding here is the sprouted nut. So once you put it inside, once we plant it along those beds here, 1, 2, 3. I think I've planted about 4 beds already. Okay. So and you water here. Look at the pack. This is the pack. It came. We got it directly from NIFO, where we are coming. The Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research. So it's an old institution set up by the British in 1939. It's been there and they have been doing a lot of amazing work. So I explained why we got this particular species is to ensure that the fruits you are going to get, that your acre, you get a maximum yield from it. A hectare normally gives you around 20 to 24 tons per hectare of FFB, fresh food bun. The bunches, if you weigh, it's supposed to give you 20 to 24 tons. So if you want to know what an acre will give you, you divide it by 2.5. That is going to give you what you are supposed to be getting on an acre. I hope I'm making sense here. Yes. So when after the 3rd year, it will start fruiting. Between 2 to 3 years, it will start fruiting. But note, look at the body. The carton, it comes like this. Excuse me. Sorry. So it comes like this. So you see the NIFO oil palm seeds. So and I'll still hand over the receipts to them so that they can always trace the RRR. Whatever we are doing here is verifiable, so that you can always check to find out if we entered one factory like this to fabricate one thing. It's RRR, so you can always check and see if the transaction actually happened with the federal government. So, but as I was saying, after the 3rd year, you are supposed to start getting your fruit. But note, the bunches will be small. It will kind of be insignificant. You can't really do much with it. You understand? But from the 4th year, it starts getting bigger. And as the year go by, it will be growing, and your yield and your profit also be increasing. So that is basically what we are doing. Like I said, we are setting up the nursery in preparation against next year. And you might ask, why are we doing this? And even though it's dry season, we have a borehole here, and we plan to introduce the irrigation, the drip line, so that one will fix it morning and evening. You on the water, it will water. You see, that's why we aligned it perfectly. So once this thing goes through here, the middle here, once you on it, the water will just be going like a fountain and be watering it to ensure that where you're putting your money, you are getting something reasonable back. I think I've